In this race, everything happened. Literally. Round 3 of the Forgotten Championship, and today we're in one of the greatest track in all of Italy, the Pista South Milano, also known as Ottobiano. This is where champions are formed. A circuit so important that it hosts its own racing series, the Formula Lenovo and the Motorola Racing Series, and today we are racing on it. All thanks to WeRace, that organized this championship and much more, and it finds this golden racetrack all across of Italy. It was created in 2021 by F1 in Generale, which is an official Formula 1 media broadcaster that had a dream, making everyone a race driver. And 4 years later, I think they accomplished it. Of course, like every other race, I won't race alone. In my team, there will be some other racers. These being Emanuele, Dario on the left, Luis on the center, and Angelo. And as always, we will form the Spirit Racing team. Drapuello were also here, kinda like how he was present in Milan. If you don't know who he is, go check the first video I did on this championship, after this obviously, so you understand a lot more about the championship, who created it, and a lot more infos. Speaking of episodes, let's see how the calendar will play out. The first two rounds happened in Milan and Modena, where we actually did pretty good in qualifying, a first and a second place. Unfortunately we weren't able to be as strong in the race, and we lost position. Here in Pavia, I hope to change things around, and go to Padua with a big load of points. Another thing we have are the official standings after the Modena GP. As you can clearly see, the KT Arrows have been dominating the season, as they won the first two races. Zach Street and Andrea Moda though aren't too far away from them, and nothing is already decided. But where are we, you may ask? P13, out of 19 teams, with 2 points, the same as Forti Corse, and so we'll try to stay ahead of them for this race. Me and Angelo also find there was a shop on the track, so we had to check it out.
Io non lo so onestamente, non mi ricordo chi è chi. Ciao! Il cappellino, che bello il cappellino di Ottobiano! Che bello! Bello il cappellino di Ottobiano! Quanto viene? 25 euro! Ah, mi piace di meno! Adesso è scritto al paracostole. Sì, i circuiti fanno sempre prezzi folli se devi comprare il circuito. Oh, che numero è? Che carta è quello da Spirit? 12, grazie.
And so we enter the kart number 12. It will be our chariot for today's race. But before we get on the track, I'll show you what it looks like. As I said in the intro, it's one of Italy's most important karting track. I think it's also known outside of the country, and it's also the longest in the calendar. This is a circuit that has an incredible flow between each corner. In some section of the track you can go full gas without a care in the world. Being long though is also a bad thing because you have more occasion to screw everything up, so we have to keep an eye out for everything basically. And after what it felt like forever, we start our engine and we slowly start to crawl towards the track, driving in probably one of the longest pit lane in the entire calendar. And you're probably asking yourself, oh, this the longest pit lane? But the one in Modena last time was even longer. Yeah, it's true, but there isn't just this small piece of tarmac. But this we're racing here is also pit lane that goes parallel to the main straight on the track and joins it on the first turn, which is this snail-like right-hander. It fits though, it's the longest track after all. And as always, I'll let you see a full lap of this beautiful circuit. Now, my pre-qualify was chaotic, to say the least. I've immediately been overtaken by this guy with the orange helmet, but I was fast, it wasn't a problem. The real problem was that he reached the other guy ahead of him. He put him right ahead of me, slowing me down. This guy wasn't faster than me, but not by a lot, so I had a pretty hard time trying to overtake him. Usually in situations like this, the worst happens, and this is no difference. As you can see here, as I am pretty close to him on the back straight, I lean towards to do the human DRS. As we reach the last corner, he slows down a lot, I see a gap, and I launch myself inside, and we make contact. For this my car gets slowed down a lot, and he managed to hold on position, even gets really angry to me. Don't really get why he gets so mad about this, it's just a little bit of contact. We don't get demoralized and we continue our chase. And this guy continues with these strange trajectories. I don't really understand if he does this to understand the track or if he's just cruising around aimlessly. He even cuts me off here. I really want to overtake him. We'll try to do so at the last corner of the track, the one where I crashed previously, and we'll hope for better luck this time. But it doesn't seem like it will be the case, as I am a bit too much far away from him, although I make a lot of ground after said turn. But my time on the track has come to an end, as I see on the left but my teammates are showing my box sign. And so as I let through some other racers which are faster than me, I'll do my in-lap and I'll come into the pits.
Nessuna traiettoria giusta, madonna.
The qual for me has ended, and after this session we decided to speak a bit about the strategies for the race.
Dobbiamo fare la strategia in base a quanto siamo veloci tra tutti. In teoria sì, però era per una cosa più equa. Qualifica lo vedevo.
And speaking about strategies, I also added a new sign to my collection. It basically means go faster, and is a reference to a legendary video.
150 a sinistra, tutto giù quel cazzo di piede! Vai! Destra 5 veloce! Destra 5 veloce, non frenare come quel coglione! Cazzo! Non frenare come quel coglione! Per destra 4! Cazzo!
Entrata a effetto, tipo...
Esatto. Sì, la scherza è meglio se...
Noto con piacere. Cosa devo fare? Devo
entrata a
dire?
effetto.
Ma il mio nome qual è?
Un nome da donna.
Hai visto che bello? Sì.
Entrata a effetto.
With the pre-qualifying ending, it's now time for the qualifying. Unfortunately, we weren't able to be in Q2 like in the other races, and Dario will be our frontman for this mission, so we will fight in the Q1.
Sì.
He gave his best, but unfortunately, it was only good enough for P13 on the grid. Not really the result we're looking for, but it's not over until it's over. We can work our way up from here. And after assisting at the Q2, which was won by the Zaxpid team, which will start on pole for the race,
E io riprenderò anche il fatto che andò a prendere una pizza, chiaramente.
yeah, I've got a little hungry, so me and Angelo decided to order a pizza. There was a restaurant here at the track, so we say why not.
Ciao, mi fai una pizza margherita, per favore? Oh. Grazie.
Wait, the race is starting. Oh fuck! And so here we are, leaving all pizzas behind to assist at the start of the race. But actually, we got here a little bit early. No problem though, my margarita is in the oven and is getting as hot as these engines. So as the lights go out, the race has officially started here in Ottobiano. We'll skip forward just one stint though, as it's my turn to race. I'll take the card from Angelo, which started the race. Unfortunately, he didn't gain any position, but he didn't lost it either, so it is our job to continue where he left off.
Questo? Scusa.
And so we start the first stint of our race, as we rumble through the very long pit lane of the circuit, saying hi to our teammates. And after what feels like forever, we're in the snail-like first corner of the Pista South Milano, and we can officially start our stint. Now apparently we actually gone out in no man's land. There's no one ahead of us, and no one behind us. This is a big opportunity for some more track learning. This circuit is incredibly satisfying to do right. And like this hairpin here, it's full of corners which are very important to nail. After the hairpin, there's the second longest straight in the entire circuit, and then a double 90-degree corner that is done full gas, at least with these rental carts. And not even a lap in, and we already have a stranded cart. Marshall have put it on the side of the road. Not a big problem, just a bit scared. But just 1 lap and a half later, and something 10 times strangest happens to me. Okay, I changed my mind. This was a big scare. The other 2 cars at the edge of the road the lap before. I've almost lost control of the carts, but now we go back to the racing related things. Kinda like how 1 more lap has passed and I saw someone in the distance. Now I have a target, and we will fight the clock to reach him. After just a few corners, we gain a lot of time over him. We reach the double 90-degree corners in the infield. We gain hell a lot of time here. He seems to be going quite some seconds slower than us. We'll try out a move here at the next U-turn. He goes quite a lot deep into the corner. I see an opening and I slide inside to take the position. Clean overtake? I hope at least. We almost completed the lap, but I got a strange feeling. Kinda like how someone is following me. Oh, someone is following me! He's right on my tail! And he actually gets me at the first corner. But then I realized, it's the guy in P1. I was just being lapped. But then I also realized that there was also P2, P3 and maybe even P4 behind me. For this I don't put up much of a fight. Although, I could have done so. You see, in this championship there are no blue flags. If the leader wants to pass, he needs to fight this position. Exactly what I'm trying to do here. I'm glued to the back of a Zaxpeed team. We even go side to side after the next 90-degree corners, but then I decide to lift the foot. I don't want to ruin the race to anyone, and this is not my fight. Yeah, it was very likely the right decision. And that's it. That's the end of my stint. We're not a lot happened, honestly, but I still have a second one to do.
Bene, dai.
No, cazzo, ho preso quello da 10 in un secondo, sbagliato.
Vai, vai.
Ok, vai, vai, vai. Tranquillo, sempre il tempo.
Va bene? 30 secondi, dai. Buona fortuna.
After helping her with all of this equipment, I decided to take a little stroll around the place. And you'll never guess who I found. I found Matteo, our MVP in our race in Milan, the one that gave us our first pole and our first points, and also helped us out a lot on getting our first point.
Cosa sei?
Noi siamo dell'Andrea Moda oggi.
Ah, Andrea Moda! Ah, non avevo ancora capito.
And also I took a little bit of time to say hi to the Syntec team.
Un
maestro al lavoro.
spionaggio industriale, capisci, no? Cioè.
Allora, guarda, io non potevo avere una migliore veramente. È bellissimo il lavoro che fai, qualcosa di eccezionale.
You also said to me that in the first season, Simtech always raced with individuals, kinda like us, and now they are fourth in the championship standings. So I think there are big things coming for this team also.
Beh, un quarto d'ora lo farà qualcun altro, ma corriamo e basta. Ma corriamo e basta, divertiamo.
A sto punto abbiamo la strategia, seguiamola. Ciao ciao, buona fortuna.
Dov'è?
Boh, mi sa che era questo, cazzo. Niente. Andiamo. Dov'è? Là. Non è rientrato, mi sa. È rientrato.
The race continues, and the stints are going by, as you can see here.
Perché se vado davanti, dietro non
Va
avevo
bene.
la bandiera e mi hanno tamponato subito. Sono uscito fuori pista e ho fatto un disastro.
Servirebbe un po' una penalità però, cioè.
No, alla fine mi hanno detto che vediamo, in teoria non c'è penalità.
Ah, vabbè.
Però.
Vabbè.
Vabbè, dove siamo?
C'era un certo punto che eravamo ottavi a caso, adesso siamo tornati 12esimi mi sembra, o 13esimi.
Sì, ovviamente siamo lì.
Dice sempre là, in quel posto là siamo.
14esimi.
Yeah, this mission wasn't looking too bright, but it was almost my time for my stint. It is now time to go back to racing though, as my second stint starts now. Where's my teammate? Oh well, in the meantime, I'll go see the race from this tribune here. This is kinda peaceful. Oh, wait a minute! That's him! That's him! And as he slowly comes to the pit, we get closer to the switch zone to prepare for the start of our stint.
Otto. Ti capisco.
And so for the last time today, we rumble across the pit lane and we get behind the wheel to hopefully make our teammates proud. They cheer me on with my own sign. We have to give our 110% to hopefully get some points on the board. We enter the track with two teams right behind us. Don't want to get in their way, so I won't take the ideal racing line and I'll let them pass. Immediately though, we get chasing this yellow shirt guy. We get a little bit of slipstream from him and we slightly catch him. We could try a move at the U-turn, but there's no luck. He completely blocks us. He watches behind him, and as he gets away, I try to lean forward to gain a little bit of time. As we reach the double 90-degree corner, I get closer to the curbs than him, and so we get closer just a bit. The uphill chicane is up next, and I slide around just a tiny bit enough, and so, again, we have some work to do to go and catch him. And this is exactly what we're going to do now. As he gets a little bit too far away from the apex, he sees us and leans forward to get some time. We get to these fast S's. We are doing almost the same exact lap times. And as we reach the back straight, we continue to follow, and we are gaining on him. He raised his arm, so he's coming into the pits. But wait, no, he's not. He's not going to be. He continues for another lap. He continues to throw hand at someone. His teammates, I suppose. But I think that this lap is going to come in. But if you watch to the left, you will be able to see the Corti Force team. They're behind us, and that's incredibly important. If you remember, we were tied on points on the standings, so it is crucial that we'll finish ahead of them. Although that misunderstanding from before made me lose quite a lot of time, and this bad turn at the hairpin didn't help either. I sincerely hope that I got it right, that this guy is going to the pits in this lap. Although kinda like last lap, I go quite a lot closer to the curb at these turns, and so we're glued to him. We're now side by side. We could try something at the next turn, and as he gets to the outside, I lift the foot here. I could see the incident coming from a miles away. I was right, he lifted his hand. That means he's coming into the pits. And so we are free track up until our next opponent, which is not all that far away from us. I think if we go a bit faster and with a bit of luck, we will be able to get to him and overtake him. We already make some rounds on just a couple of corners, but we got someone attached to our tail. He's ahead of me though, so I'll let him pass it. Oh, no, you're not passing, you stay behind me, The two guys ahead of us, they continue to go side by side, and they both get slowed down for all this fighting. This could be a big opportunity for us, and as the Zaxxpeed team pulls away, it leaves us to do the hard work. And we'll try to invent our stuff with a move as we approach him on the back straight. We can't try anything strange at the next turn, as we're going at the same exact speed. But here he gets really unsettled, and he lost a lot of ground, and so it's an easy pass on the outside. It wasn't even a pass, it was just a cruise around him. And although not all that much time has passed since the start of my stint, this is really it. Really, not a lot happened here. Probably another interesting part is that I got a heart attack from a guy that was trying to unlap me. But other than me letting through some faster cars, not really all that much happened. But if you wanna see the full race anyway, I've also uploaded a video of the entire thing, so go check it out if you feel like it. For now, the only thing you can do is going back to the pits, as our stint is over. So we raise our fist and we go in. And so, as the race reaches its climax and our stints are ending, KRT finished the races with both their teams on the podium. First, the KRT Surtees team, and third, the KRT Aeroboom, splitted by the ever-present DKT Arrows. And what about us? We finished in a respectable P11, and this marks the first time that the Spirit Racing team gains position on the race. And so, it is now time for trophies. I also bought this, which was particularly liked by my fellow racers.
È tutto giù col cazzo di piede. Più che altro qui dietro è il marrone, tutto rigato, non mi piaceva.
Me lo dicevi, ti prestavo un cartoncino che porto sempre colorato.
Cazzo di piede mi piace. Vero?
Se vuoi venderlo però un pochettino più dovresti aggiungerci sotto, non sei mica
No, non da dietro. Così.
Io gli ho detto che dietro poteva mettere non frenare come quel
Coglione.
Anche. Sarebbe stato anche più attinente.
È vero.
Però, scusa, cioè, non vedo nulla di... Un po' troppo politico ecco. Cioè, ci deve essere un po' più... un po' di cattiveria. Si bannano
And so, as all the trophies were given, it's marked the end of this race also. But what about the standing after this race? DKT Arrows increased their lead over Zackspeed and Andrea Moda, as Surtis, with his incredible win of today, puts himself in P5 and could be a real threat for the next GPs. We are kinda in the same spot, although we lost some position in the standings, as more teams, kinda like Surtis and Arrowburn by KRT, but also some lesser known team as Merzario, which also gained point today, are joining the series. And so, that's it for this race and for this video. Next up is our home race in Padua, and I cannot wait to get on the track for that one. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.